little sweet, it's a little spicy, and it's entirely delicious. I'm talking about Nealy Fischer, but I'm also talking about what she's here to make. It's a summer chicken dinner that everyone will love. Welcome back, the flexible chef herself, our friend Nealy Fischer. Welcome. You're sweet and spicy, and you're delicious, just like the chicken you're making for us today,
Right
Nealy.
back at you.
As you can see, Cam, Maria, and Kimmy are waiting patiently for this delicious.
We've been all stretching over here because we know the flexible chef is here,
Yeah,
so we
what
wanted to be
about
nice and limited.
that?
Well, your book, Food You Want for the Life You Crave, is all about flexibility and sort of just going with the flow. And when it comes to this recipe, you really did have to go with the flow when you came up with this, didn't you?
Totally. Everything's about flexibility. How can we be smart and not run a wild goose chase around for ingredients? Nobody should be running around to 10 supermarkets to find Chipotle chilies. So,
Which is kind of what you were doing when you were in Hong Kong.
yeah,
right?
I lived in Hong Kong forever, and I was following a recipe. I was following a recipe for this barbecue chicken that looked amazing. It had all these obscure ingredients that I was like, okay. Looked around, couldn't find them, went on the wild goose chase, even though I always say not to.
Right.
And then I just decided to get smart and flexible and figured out some substitutions. In fact, my book was kind of born from this story because I was like, nobody should have to do this.
Yeah, especially when you're in a foreign country and you're trying to find things that you can find here, but you can't find there. So you found a lot of other things that ended up making, I believe, the recipe even more interesting and better.
Even better, and there's bourbon too, so everyone's happy.
So I think the takeaway here is no matter what country you're in, you can find the bourbon.
Yeah, you can find bourbon.
All right, so we start with our marinade. What do we do?
Yeah, all right, so we've got some barbecue sauce. You want to add it?
Sure. Okay.
I'll tell you about everything else. We've got a ridiculous amount of garlic, which it's like a whole head or something, even too. You could just dump it all in.
Okay.
You don't even have to measure it. Just put as much garlic as you love, but we'll get you the recipe. Some tomato paste, which gives it, you'll see, it has this gorgeous color, and the tomato paste really gives it this beautiful color. Some maple syrup. You could choose your sweetener of choice. You could do brown sugar. You could do any kind of sweetener you like.
All right.
The sugar is important. Just even though there's a barbecue sauce, it makes it that sweet part of the sweet and spicy chicken.
Okay. This is sriracha that I'm putting in?
That is sriracha. And again, if you don't like it spicy, it could just be sweet chicken, just if you're making it for kids or whatever.
Sure.
The sriracha's not too bad in this recipe. You could put a little less if you want. Some olive oil, which I really like, just it kind of gives it that glistening vibe, especially if you do it on an outdoor grill. It's really nice to have a little oil.
And then is this spicy mustard or just regular yellow mustard?
It's just a Dijon, but like you can use whatever you want.
So many different and interesting ingredients going into the barbecue. So I had no idea that so much went into a good barbecue sauce. That's incredible.
This is what makes this dish so vibrant and spectacular. It's because it has all this balance of flavor.
Okay.
We've got spices.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself.
There's
Go
more,
ahead.
Deb, there's
So we
more.
just put the bourbon in there.
We've got cumin.
Okay, nice.
And paprika. You could also, by the way, do some like coriander if you wanted or whatever spice. This is some chipotle chili pepper, which is not always easy to find. Like in Hong Kong, I'd probably just substitute it with chili or nothing at all.
Sure.
Maybe I'd put some liquid smoke in there if I didn't have
Oh, nice. Liquid smoke. That's smart.
Some salt, and that was pepper.
And then we just go to it.
And then you zhuzh it.
Okay, let's zhuzh it. There you go. And as you can see, that's come together pretty quickly. Now we pour that into our, on our chicken. Are those breasts? What are those?
So these are chicken thighs, which I really prefer. They just keep the juiciness. You could leave them and forget them just a little bit more than you can the
breasts?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you already, did you season the chicken as well?
We seasoned the chicken with a little salt and pepper. Real kind of useful. It gives it that extra flavor, and then you just kind of shake it around, have a little party, and we're gonna pop it in the fridge.
Okay, how long does this go in the refrigerator?
So like, listen, if you have a lot of time, like a day, even better. If you've only got a couple hours, just pop it in for a couple hours.
That's fine too.
Yeah, and it'll get all the flavor.
And then I thought it was really interesting that you put this in the oven on a very high heat. You put this in under broil. That is brave.
You think?
You got to keep your eye on that.
Yeah, don't burn your arms when you pull it out. But I really like this chicken in the smoker or the outdoor grill. And I was like, well, how could I replicate that inside? Sometimes it's too hot. Some days it's raining. You don't want to go outdoors. So do it under the broiler. Just watch it carefully and don't put it too close to the fire.
Flexible, even
you
in the
don't
way
burn
that
it.
Okay.
And for how long?
Yeah, like about 10 or 15 minutes on each side. So you see the color and then just watch it.
Oh, so you flip it.
You flip it, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and it gives it that nice crisp
Doesn't this
crunch.
look like it was barbecued outdoors?
It really looks beautiful. All right, so
I'm hungry.
we could stop here because it really is delicious, but
Yeah.
you're serving it with a beautiful peach
I
salsa.
am.
So we'll let those rest for a minute while you show us how to make the peach
I'm gonna
salsa.
grab this flexible spoon. Since
There
I
you
used
go.
That one.
She's being very flexible
All right.
again. What if you didn't have peaches? Because you use nectarines?
Yes,
Look
you
at
could
that,
use
flexible.
anything. In fact, this is usually a mango salsa at my house. I have a recipe on my blog for mango salsa, but peaches are in season and they're gorgeous, and I can't find mangoes anywhere.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, totally. Use any fruit you want.
I love this.
All right, so we
And
have our
you've also
peach
got-
chopped up.
You've also got some swabs to make this whole recipe a little bit healthier too, but you'll tell me about those when you
Yeah.
finish the salsa here.
Yeah, I mean, look, anything can be made healthier by adding veggies, by swapping the sugar. We talked about how you don't have to
Yes.
add all that sugar.
Sure.
These are some jalapeno peppers.
Okay.
You don't have to make it spicy, by the way. That just is better, but you know.
You like the spice?
Yeah, some red onion.
Okay.
Some fresh mint, also really fun. You could do coriander or parsley, but it's summer, and it's you know, mint is just so refreshing and gorgeous.
Look at how beautiful all those colors are. That looks like summer.
So good, huh?
Yeah, and
We
oh,
have-
is that lime zest?
Yes, some lime zest, and let's do ginger garlic.
Ginger garlic.
Ginger and garlic, I should say.
mixed
What is
together.
that's a new thing.
I don't
like,
know, but I
ginger
mean,
garlic.
Why not?
That shouldn't that be a
You
thing?
put that together.
Okay. Cumin.
Nice.
I love cumin.
The cumin with the chicken. You get the.
Nice.
All right, and some lemon juice or lime juice, whatever
Is it
you
again?
have. It's the same.
I mean, I have to be honest with you, Nealy. This would just be beautiful on anything. That's
Piece of
nice just
salmon,
to, even
nice
on
little
salad.
seared salmon with a little lime on the side, a
I think
little
I would dip
olive
some
oil.
chips in that. Use it as like a salsa. Yeah.
Okay, so now
Great idea.
There you go.
our customers have been
And
waiting
we will-
patiently. I feel like
Starving.
it's just come out of the oven,
You guys are like,
We've
why
had
are we
backup
still
in the
talking?
kitchen.
Yeah, thank you.
You're not getting a
You
chip.
actually put it together pretty quickly. I'm very impressed.
I know, that did come together very quick.
And I'll say that my wife's got an allergy to mango, so this is a perfect swap out going with the peaches. Yeah,
That's
there
so
you go.
great.
It's
But
perfect.
by the way,
Who would've
if
thought
you,
of that?
that's the thing about my book too. It's like if you have an ingredient in there that you either don't like or you're allergic to, there's always options.
Yeah.
So
always
and
a
it
way.
gives you such freedom in the kitchen. You don't have to worry. So you could plate it any way you like, however you like.
Genius.
Nealy, it's beautiful.
Love it.
You guys ready
I just
to dig
can't wait to
in?
taste it.
Oh, look, I like how
Give
you've
me
done
some
one on
now.
top and one on the side.
Well, you know,
go.
options.
While you're serving that, I'll remind everybody
Options.
that this full recipe is going to be at hallmarkchannel.com as
Look at
always,
this guy.
and you can connect with Nealy on her website, theflexibleChef.com.